For weather, I'm meteorologist Dave Hovde. Beautiful live look at Morro Bay. Breezy onshore winds right now. We actually have a little sundog going on out there as well right now. Pretty interesting in that this forecast has two major stories. The short-term story being the offshore winds setting up over the next couple of days, and then the story next week being the heavy rain possibility. And it's more of a possibility than a slam dunk. We'll talk about the reasons why. Now you can see all these high clouds coming in here. There's still a bit of high pressure in the region. Then we can see that big mass of low pressure setting off to the north and to the west. And again, a lot of high cloud cover moving across the area currently. Here's a look at the overall pattern. If you look carefully in here, you can see there's just a little bit of a ridge here and a little more setting up on Friday right in here, this shape right there. And that's going to drive some offshore winds Friday into Saturday. But then we have to watch that big mass of unsettled air sitting out here in the North Pacific, which again has the potential to make life interesting around here next week. And again, the offshore winds locally gusty. We're going to see some gusts in these offshore winds as we get into Friday morning, anywhere up to say 20 or 25 miles per hour. Turns back around onshore Friday afternoon, goes offshore early Saturday as well. But then our eyes could shift into next week. Not much going on early, not much going on over the weekend. Even into Wednesday, it's later Wednesday into Thursday, some rain opportunities come into the forecast. The question isn't whether or not it is going to rain. I think it's going to rain. The question is how much rain. There are models that suggest we could see up to 6 inches of rain, but not the major models. Most of the major models are light to maybe an inch or so of rainfall. Right now, again, with the offshore winds, a lot of dry air around the area. The key is going to be, where does this upper low set up? If it sets up in the right position, it can pull this mass of atmospheric river energy into California. But if it's in the wrong position, it's a miss. Again, most models right now are kind of hedging bets here, anywhere between light and say an inch of rain for the Central Coast. But there are models that go 1, 2+ inches of rainfall. So you're going to have to stick with us for those forecasts later on next week. But it is something we'll be talking about. But again, first thing up being the offshore winds and this possibility of seeing both cool overnight lows and still mild daytime highs. Will be close to freezing in the interior again tomorrow. It was frosty this morning. Now, again, the winds onshore in the afternoon going to keep beaches and coastal valleys from getting too warm. So we've got a lot of 60s and lower 70s in my forecast. The community cast for Santa Ynez 75, but look at the morning, 39 to start. Cuyama near freezing, south coast temperatures in the 60s. No advisories currently. There's the extended forecast. You can see those rain opportunities picking up on Wednesday and Thursday, and more details coming up at 5 and 6.